We are about to change a starter on a 04 Mitsubishi Outlander. Got our engine right here. Now we'll try to take you step by step on what you need to do, the easiest way to get it out. So we're going through the bottom view here.
You said something about taking off the
right down there, I don't know if you can see it too well. It's underneath the exhaust manifold right there. Get your exhaust.
Him and her said something about
It's right there. You can see it right there, that rusty round cylinder right there. That's the solenoid, start solenoid. The rest is on top. So it's kind of impossible. I mean, it's not impossible, but you gotta take a lot more crap apart. So you got, let's see here. Can you see my hand? Sorry, my phone's horrible. There's my hand. You got one bolt here, and there's two on top. Get that exhaust manifold off so you can get to that starter. That is an exhaust manifold cover, that's my stupid. And then you got another manifold right there. You can see I'm looking right at it. That bolt right there. I'm going to try and get that off of there. That's the cover to protect that. Alright, so we got our exhaust manifold cover taken off. It goes right down there in front. That's what she looks like. That bottom one's kind of a pain in the butt. Really best to get it from the bottom. Now we're gonna get that cover right there off. Eventually, when we get down there and we start messing that starter, you need to disconnect your battery terminal. You don't want to get zapped. We don't want to electrocute ourselves. It hurts a lot. Okay, so next we're going to take that off. I would give you sizes, but I'm rednecking it and I don't even really have the right size. I just go a little size, a little bigger. So here we go, continue. We're going to take this cover off right down here to get to that. Other people take all this exhaust manifold off and everything, but I think we can get it without that. Okay, so we got this last cover off down here. So the last cover underneath the exhaust manifold. You kind of take it down there below the radiator hose.
On the bottom like most.
You kind of jimmy it out there.
You trying to figure a way to get it
Wow.
There it goes.
Get rid of that. I'll put it up there. Now, get this hammer out there. Now you can see this fucking sun. I'm try to stand right here out of the sun. I'm trying to give these YouTube viewers a video on how to do this. So there is your starter.
Yeah, there's that looks like the,
You can see my finger.
positive.
This is your starter solenoid, and that's your starter. Now, we are going to attempt to tap it with a hammer, because sometimes it gets stuck and doesn't engage. We're going to try that first.
If that doesn't work, I might be able to jump
And
start
then-
the solenoid, the
Well,
appendix part.
If it's not, if it's rolling, the solenoid doesn't need to be jumped.
Well, I'm not talking about that part, the appendix part. There's a spot where if you touch it with the positive, it makes the appendix
And then we
go in and out.
don't listen to my brother-in-law. He just talks to hear himself. Okay. Okay. So here's your starter down here. See my wrench? It's the starter right there. So we're going to tap on it. Go ahead. If you're going to try this and you think your starter's stuck, try to get underneath it and tap it a lot harder with a hammer. Try it. And that noise whenever he turns the key means it's getting power, so it's something inside the starter. It's not anything with the solenoid. It's pretty much sound like all the teeth in there are broke off of that starter. Appendix going out there. So we're going to replace the whole dang kit caboodle, which is only 3 bolts, but actually two. There's usually only 2. Sometimes there's 3. We got one up there, one down there. So, and then you got your lead right here to the solenoid. Right there. That's your lead to your solenoid. Okay, but like I said before, we're gonna take the lead off the battery so we don't shock ourselves. So, I need to get this off. That's on there tight as all get out. I'll probably omit a lot of this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and omit this part while I search for a tool. Recording.
Just trying so that way for his channel.
Okay, so this right here is the starter. We have 1 bolt. Tilt the camera, let's see. There you go. You got 1 bolt here, and you got this one on here that we just loosened. This is the starter. And then you got this clip on here, a vacuum line that we're gonna have to get off. Actually, no, that's the whole line for the starter solenoid. Okay.
Yeah, we just gotta loosen that.
So we're gonna go ahead and take this off. Probably easier with a screwdriver.
I got a bunch more. What's it?
There we go. It just pops right off. That's it. So you got your clip right here. It goes on the top of the starter solenoid. And then this is the other bracket for the starter solenoid. This one right here. So you got 2 nuts here on the back of the solenoid. I'm gonna go ahead and take them off, get them out of the way. There's no need to take the nut off closest to the block, as it is just a grounding strap to the starter. Foreign car has the same size. Every nut is a different size. I'm getting kind of lucky with 1/2 inch on most of it. Remember, I'm rednecking this, so all the tools are just nearly on one side smaller than a 1/2 inch. Alright, you can pause it for a second.
Like they've been together for fucking ever.
So I had to let the other guy off. Batman. Bat dude. Bat dad. It's finished. I have made this happen. Justice has been brought to the starter. And now it's engaging. So
I don't think
it
so.
might be the pistons inside of the
Look.
starter.
That one's pushing. This one doesn't do anything whenever you're doing it.
Okay, so yeah, the
bad.
inside of this thing
Yeah,
is
it went bad.
torn up. I mean, so this thing is torn up, and look at the difference. Right here, we've got.
Look, see how it pulls out?
Just pulls
Watch
out,
that one.
and actually it spins freely.
It's not supposed to do that.
This
Try that one. Look.
No movement. It's supposed to engage, but the solenoid
Yeah,
is
it
out
went
there, the
bad.
power.
That's probably what all that noise has been lately.
So, justice has been brought. So, just complete the thing backwards. I would suggest recording so you know where your stuff is, what you've taken apart and everything. Very smart move. Continue and like. Join me if you like. I mess it up so you don't have to.
What's the lady's name?
Thanks for watching. Mitsubishi Outlander 04. And what we used today is we used a 9/16. We used a 15/32. Who's ever thought of that? It had a bit. I'm not even gonna say. We had a hammer there because every redneck needs a hammer. Every
If it doesn't work,
hammer.
beat it.
Beat it. You hit it.
Beat it into
something
submission.
Happens. Something eventually happens. So thank you for watching. If you have any requests on a car or anything that I can get to, I'll tear it up and put it back together for you. Thank you. The rest of this video has more tips and pointers. If you have any questions, please ask me. Like and subscribe, please. One pointer. Thank you all, and to remember, if you didn't tape off so you can recognize the two leads that go on your starter solenoid, usually the one closest to the front of the car has this little cap gasket on it, so that helps. But if not, before you take them off, tape them, mark them somehow. And the new starter came with new nuts to put on this thing. Nuts.
Nice and shiny.
So we're going to put that there. I'm going to go ahead and throw this other one on here. Actually, that's the top. Let's see. This was supposed to go... Actually... Interesting. Back with you. So, whoopsie.
Good thing
Like I said, I make the mistake so you don't have to.
Only reason I realized it was there is because I looked at it earlier before, when it was just sitting.
The back,
Check it out.
the back bolt back here, where that grinding wire that goes from the starter to the starter solenoid, it's already attached. So I needlessly took that back nut off, and I'm talking about this grounding wire right here. And that's the one that goes to your back nut, closest to the engine. Sorry for the poor video quality, but if you have questions, feel free to ask. Got that on there.
Even if they did, it wouldn't go through.
Of course, no car repair would be complete without sister and her husband talking about everyday issues. More stress, which we all need.
Of course, isn't that the best part of life? Stress.
Stress. I mean, so many songs have been written about it. You live life, you make money, and then you die. Okay, my hand's in the way, because I have such big, manly hands, which, you know, would make this job a lot harder. Just like having a phone pointed at everything while I'm trying to do it for my fellow YouTube viewers. Put that lock nut on there. I'm about to do something miraculous. I'm one-handing this thing. Oh yeah, I got it on there. One, buddy. Leaving that lock nut on there. One, he's going in there just like that, real nice like. Spin that boy tight. Okay. And now we're gonna put that back nut on that I needlessly took off. another smart thing to do. Remember at those tests in school where they're like, pay close attention and do the test, and you get 10 free points for the easiest thing. You finish the test, and what was the easiest thing? Writing your name. So the easiest thing on a car repair is just looking around. And with a starter, if you're hearing noises every time you turn the key, then the starter is getting power to it. So there's no need in checking fuses and stuff. But what you can do, if it's just click, click, click making that noise, you can just kick the key. Just and sometimes it'll engage that starter into the flywheel. If not, get down there and tap it with a hammer. This one right here, that's going to be really hard to do, tap with a hammer. But you might be able to get some kind of small thing in there. Sometimes that cylinder gets stuck, or you know that it gets stuck. So tapping on it will help it engage. If they don't work, you're up a creek. Go ahead and change it out. Again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to put your battery terminals back. I'm not going to put those back on right now. We're going to wait till we get to the house. We are at my brother-in-law's work, and the sun is bearing down on me, and I'm Irish and very pale, and I hate the sun. Thank you. Let's see if my justice paid off. Oh, sweet justice!
Sounds way better.
Nice.
That sounded so much
Real
better
nice.
starting it.